Why do we need to be more mindful in 2022?
I think mindfulness is almost like the medicine that is needed for our modern existence. And that is why I believe that lots of international companies are actually bringing this into not only international, also national, but lots of companies are bringing this into their offerings for their employees because it is so important. It is such a powerful remedy for what ails us, which is this very stressed, fast paced, busy, uh, not being fully connected and being out of our moments, lives that we lead. So we have this constant connectivity, for instance, which is one of the challenges. You've got your phone always with you. You have to be available. You've got your emails. You're being bombarded by such a lot of information, social media, etc. And so the constant connectivity is a big challenge for us in our current lives. And mindfulness is a way to maybe disconnect from that in a more balanced way at times, and to handle that in a way where all of the connectivity doesn't detract from our focus when we're working, and it doesn't detract from our inner sense of peace and well-being. But then in terms of the pandemic, I think that it's been, in a way, it's been actually good that people, because it forced people to start slowing down. Before, I think we were very much in this almost hamster wheel rat race, and everybody was going a mile a minute and living life at such a fast pace that they almost were running away from themselves and not getting the time to actually connect back to what was going on with them, and being present with just what they're feeling, just being able to process their emotions and all of this information coming at them, etc. But I think the other part of the pandemic is it came with a lot of added stress in terms of uncertainty, and volatility, in terms of not being able to plan properly. You can plan your holiday, and the next moment you can't go. You might plan to visit your mom on Sunday, and then the next moment, oh no, sorry, we're on lockdown. And so there's a lot of volatility and uncertainty that came with this slowing down, that I think added to our stress and feeling ungrounded. And mindfulness is a good way to actually ground ourselves back again into the present moment and into that acceptance and being okay with what is. Because we need resilience more than ever in this uncertain world that we're living in right now. But then there was one other thing that I wanted to just say about because of the working conditions. So lots of people have to work from home, and now there's less separation between your work life and your home life. So your home life and the distractions and the happenings of your home around you as you work is impinging on being able to focus and being fully present with your work when you're doing that, because you might have kids that want something, or you have to deal with whatever's happening in your household. And then the other thing is also your moments start almost blending together, because what happens is that you are at home, and then you move from your bedroom to your office, and now you're at work, and then you move from your office back to your bedroom, and now you're at home. So there's not a lot of change of scenery and so on. So it becomes this very bland sameness, to your moments and to your life, that a lot of people, I think, are grappling with and are struggling with, because you don't have that barrier now, because you used to have a transition between, okay, I'm now at home, and now I'm driving to work, now I'm at work, and now I'm at work, now I'm driving back home, and now I'm at home. So you used to have that sort of barrier or transition time, and now the two are sort of just flowing together. And it's mindfulness is a way to actually help you distinguish, okay, where am I in this moment? What is the space that I'm in? I'm intentionally working right now. So I'm in my office. My focus is on working. I'm creating distraction-free focus time for myself to be able to do that. And I'm present with this. But then when I want to disconnect from my work and I want to take a break or whatever, then I have actually very nice opportunities now to go for a walk or to go and play with the dog outside, etc., that I didn't have at the office. So I think the whole hybrid working arrangements that we've come to, a lot of working from home, has actually offered us some benefits. It's just that we're trying to figure out how to really make the most of them and how to use them properly to combat the challenges that there are inherent in the situation. And then there's also, because you're now further away from your colleagues, you don't have that personal face-to-face interaction and the chit-chat around the water cooler, which is an important social component of your work relationships. It just helps to have that little bit of a break and to know what's going on with that person. And now we have to very mindfully connect back to our colleagues and to be the teammate that we want others to be for us, to reach out to people on more personal and maybe even if it's a digital link, but to make a point out of it, to be generous and to be there for people, and to be aware that there's this loneliness thing going on where you're almost feeling like you're in this tiny island and you're working from your bedroom to your office, from your bedroom to the office, and having the sameness. And so we need to combat that, and mindfulness is a good way to actually do that.
Thanks, Melanie. Appreciate that. And I mean, you mentioned this hybrid working that we're all sort of grappling with, and that's likely to be the new normal that we're all going to have to deal with. And in the course, I give a couple of lessons about my own experience and almost predictions and some insights for students about how hybrid working, can work for us by being a bit more mindful. So we'll get into the course content, I think, very shortly. But as we mentioned, one of the great insights that you brought and I've learned so much about is this idea of the